All right, well, moving on now. Wednesdays here on the program, we'd like to put the spotlight on the farm women's group, CommonGround.
CommonGround is a group of farm women who want to be a resource for consumers who want to know more about how their food is grown. Joining us now is Karol Swan. Karol, thanks for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a beautiful day out and a good drive to Lincoln from Columbus, so it's fun.
Perfect. All right. Well, you are here to talk about cattle and feed rations. So what do we need to know?
Feed rations for cattle and all livestock are very, very necessary. I call it the art of feeding livestock. We're responsible as humans to take care of them, whether they're on the range or whether they're in some of the big barns and the big corrals that we have for our livestock. And probably the sophistication of nutrition started probably in the 40s, I would say, although animal husbandry and animal care has been going on for thousands upon thousands of years. We read it, of course, about the shepherds that had to lead their flocks to various pastures and waters. And through the years, it's just evolved tremendously. So now we have the sophistication to know exactly what each animal needs for protein content and other nutrient contents for the weight and the stage of growth they are and their purpose. And each feedstuffs have the same nutrition value of the feedstuff, so they can balance rations so these animals get the proper nutrition for the proper growth in the correct amount. And feeders work with nutritionists through universities. University of Nebraska has wonderful, wonderful guidelines for feeding livestock. And through the feed mills and nutritionists at the feed mills, and they work to formulate specific diets for the optimum growth. And cattle particularly, they have a plethora of different forages they eat. They mix with corn, but they have a plethora of different forages. So depending on what forage they might use, they've got to formulate a ration that gets the proper protein, the proper fat, the proper crude fiber, the proper minerals, and then they a lot of times add a mineral supplement to the ration, so this is perfectly balanced for optimum growth. And they always do it kind of basis on a percentage of protein. And if you look at your live or your pet products, they'll be says complete feed, nutritious, and it'll have like a percent protein, percent crude fiber, percent fat, and that's all formulated for that animal. And so livestock is essentially the same thing based on the weight of the animal, how much they feed them. They have to have proper bunk space, enough space in these big barns so they can all eat. So it's been formulated and sophisticated through years and years of study.
Very, very cool. And that's important for consumers to know that there's that kind of effort going into making sure that the cattle and livestock are being fed correctly. So, all right, Karol, thank you for being here today. And you're coming back a little bit later with recipe as well.
Oh, I am. Thank you very much.
Yes.